Hey guys, welcome to John's Backyard Garage. Today we are going to be doing something a little different. We're going to be making some drawer pulls out of some railroad spikes, just like the title says. So sit tight and I'll show you how I do it. Thanks. Okay, so the first thing that we need to do is we need to get the orientation. So the spikes are left or right. So I know that I need two left. So this needs to point to the left. So we're going to be measuring on this side. First thing I do is get my tape measure. Measure up 1.5 inches. Mark it in the middle. I have a template, so I know how the holes on my cupboards are. So they're 3 inches apart, but this just helps it so I can get everything perfect. Okay. And after that's measured, we're going to take it to the drill press. So let me get set up on that. Okay, so now we got the drill press set up. First thing we're going to do is we're going to put this here. We're going to line this up. And then, as you can see, we have our holes drilled. Okay, there we go. So the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to be making some pulls. So what we need to do is we need to take the spike and we got to cut it off so we can make the drawer pull. So we're going to do it in my metal saw here. So let me get this set up and I'll show you how I do that. Okay, so after those were cut, I picked them up, put them in water, cooled them down. And if you look at them, they got these ridges and lips on them. So we're going to take them to my bench grinder, and we're going to get them cleaned up. So hang in one sec. Let me get set up. Okay. Alright, so now that we have all these cleaned up and deburred, we're going to be drilling holes in the middle of them. So it's got to have a hole right in the middle. So I'm going to put it back here in my bench press. Alright, we got it all set up. We have a barrel. Almost flush. It's got to go down just a hair more. Perfectly flush. That's what you want. Alright. So the next step is to get yourself some 2-part metal epoxy. This is 5-minute metal epoxy. Sorry. So the next step is to get yourself some 2-part metal epoxy. This is 5-minute metal epoxy, so we got to work fast with it. mix that together. I have, these are 1/2 inch threaded barrels. It's 3/8 inch, so 8 3/8, 1/2 inch. Then you're gonna take a little bit of epoxy. Put it on the outside of your barrel. You take your insert and just slide it in. Wipe off the excess and slide it all the way in. There we go. Those are completed. With these spikes, you want to get the goop on there. Put this in the hole, and then twist it. And stop. When I'm scraping it off there, I'm making sure that I'm pushing it all the way down and scraping so I don't get any in the threads. And then I put it in, and then I spin it. And if you look, it's got a little bit of epoxy going around to hold it. You got one complete. All right, we're gonna let those dry, and then the next step is going to be adding some Rust-Oleum Custom Premium Lacquer paint. This is clear. And then once those dry, I'm gonna go ahead and coat them so you don't get your hands all dirty. So give me just a minute. I'll be back after those dry. Alrighty folks, so we got this all set up here. And like I said, I'm gonna be using this Rust-Oleum clear lacquer here. So here it is. It's for cars. It's a clear gloss. So is what I'm going to do is I'm just going to be hitting these, getting them painted. And I hit them this way. Alright, and then I'm going to let those dry. and then I'll flip them over, and then we'll get the other side painted. So now that those sides are dry, I'm just going to be painting these sides here. And then I'm going to hit the backs, get it a little bit more thicker on the back, because that's going to be sides that are be grabbed and probably get more use. There we go. Alrighty, so here we go. Now we have everything all installed. We have our railroad ties in, and you can open up the cupboards. And then we got the drawer pulls on. So that's what we got. Sorry, my kitchen's a little messy, but there we go. Yeah. If you guys have any questions, hit the comments below. You guys are probably wondering what all I use, so I'm just going to go through that quick here. I got the railroad spikes here. These I got on eBay, and also I got these two. These are called threaded barrels. I got them from a company called Zorro. And if you look in there, let me find the camera. They're threaded. The thread size is screws, and you get them at like your local hardware store. But they're just your basic pan head screw. These are 1 inch. That's the old one, but these right here, they're 1 inch. And when I have them on the cupboard, they sit through just enough to grab. So that's exactly how they work. Here, let me do it like this. There you go. And then they screw into those threaded barrels. So that's how you do it. You just want to make sure that the holes that you put in, that you drill, that they're going to be perfect, because if they're off, like a couple of these were, it's a pain, because then you got to try to get it to work, and then the barrels end up unscrewing or breaking off, not breaking off, but coming unglued, and you got to re-glue them. So, but that's just how it goes, and that's what it is. So railroad spikes, the barrels, all that stuff, this cost probably about 1/4 the price that it would have cost if I would have ordered these online. So, all right, thanks a lot. Have a great day.